time for some TOL Week 8 action, and we got Flying High going up against the Measuring Sticks Eternia All-Stars. Eternia All-Stars, perennial frontrunners, but have had a very surprising start to the year, and they're just dreaming dreams of being 500. Mike also just recently called one of my more painful games in a crazy, epic game, but ultimately a loss to the Energizers. So who knows, will I call a loss for him, or will this be a big victory against a tough team? And it's a great defensive start. Ram Man, one of my faves, comes crashing through the line. Big stop at 2nd and 18. Another called play. There it is, 3rd and 20. Certainly one way to take out a team. The line holds, but he's got nobody open, and lucky that was not a pick at the 15, but Fly High is soaring low at the moment, and they're going to be forced to punt. They do get the punt off. Kane fires it to Jack Me Off, who is there, has a blocker, which is then quickly overwhelmed, but he's got just enough speed to try to hit that near side sideline before being brought down. But great field position inside the 40. Now it's another called play, and Panda Express going to drop down Skeletor, who could not mount his Panther. He's got somebody chasing him. Oh, and he's not fast enough. Liquid Butter brings him down, and that's 3rd and 23. Here comes some motion. That guy does not get very far. Oh, man, and this could be a defensive battle. Liquid Butter gets through the line, and it's 4th and 31. They went from field goal position to not even dreaming of a field goal. Evil Lynn and her sexy legs trying to give me an upskirt fires it too deep. And so they'll take it out of the 20. So we got all QB runs here from Flying High. Nelson's going to take it. Oh, they're going to have somebody open. It's a shitty throw caught by Crackerjack, but only 5 yards, but if he had let him, it could have been 20 or more. 4 wide for Nelson. Same play. They've got him wide open, but they tie him up. The D-line maybe saving the day here. This may be a battle of D-lines or no offensive lines. Let's see what happens. Comes through, and Beast Man, definitely my fave. Oh, and not only that, Beastman is angry. Hasn't had himself enough of Evil Lynn. And takes out Willie Nelson, brings in the Godfather. So once again, punting from basically their end zone. A lot of pressure there, but the ball does get off. Off to off. Off as far back this time to the 30. It's a good kick. Look how slow he is. But he's still fast enough to get away and almost back to the 40. So pretty big return there. Mainly set up by the amazing blocking of EAS. Now the line holds. He's got somebody there open. Trap jaw with a jump catch. Touchdown. They were fading to the sideline. But unlike Josh Gibbs, he keeps the ball in bounds on a wide open bomb when nobody's covering the deep man. That's going to doink off, though, and in what proposes to be a low-scoring game, that missed extra point could be a problem. Looks like one of those safeties is feeling pretty amazing. And there goes Diesel. So Godfather now is in. Let's see. Called play. Man, they have Lady Luck has just squirted some milky tits right on EAS right off the bat for this game, although I know they've been unlucky in several of their first ones. And called play again. So when you do get called plays more than half of the time, typically you have pretty good defensive stance. So they're going to fire that off. Punt number 3. Each punt's been a little deeper. And this time, just completely flattened. Jack Me Off decided to go up straight up the middle, and that rarely works. And then a big dive through. Pure OG gets the sack. 2nd and 18. Let's see what they try here. There's a lot of pressure. He does get the ball off. Fires it, but leads. I don't know if that was He-Man he was leading. So here comes motion. Look how slow this guy is. Can't even get into his base position. However, they've left a man wide open. They leave Trapjaw wide open and another jump. Trapjaw has probably one guy to beat. Will he do it? He does not. A nice dive there. Takes him down at the 20. But EAS suddenly inside the red zone. They've been doing this play a lot. There's someone at his feet. He gets the ball off, but then coughs it up. Oh, what a costly fumble at the 3-yard line. And he brings it back out to the 23. So guaranteed points taken off the board because of the costly fumble. And Godfather, actually looks like Godfather from a running point of view, has been paid. So you got that running QB. They did not do the mega gamble and only stack up their good guy. Let's see how he throws. It doesn't look, well, certainly not too good, as it's an INT on that one. So the All-Stars, a super unlucky break to fumble at the 3. Pretty lucky to get it right back. Pretty lucky to have multiple receivers uncovered the entire time. Trapjaw dropped off at the 20. Gets tied up at the 10. Well, that defensive effort worked before. They need 3 to at least make up for that missed extra point and take the lead. Line holds here. He's got a couple of choices. Often pushes it too deep, but does not. The soft touch from Skeletor. And Trapjaw grabs it, and it is now a big 2-score lead. And that's down the middle. And by down the middle, I mean doinks in. So Flying High has just been unlucky as hell on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here. Although some of that unluckiness is just a bad offensive line matched up against a good defensive line. Let's see what this is. Not a called play. Godfather gonna break it out. Pick up that 5 yards. Now it's the offset formation. Line collapses, and Evil Clawful is there for the sack, losing everything that they gained and then some. Got somebody wide open. Godfather with a terrible throw. The backup QB. He's got some wheels for legs, but it looks like there's a reason he's the backup. The arm is struggling. And with a wide open man, tosses it out of bounds. So another punt. Look at that safety holding strong there. And jacked me off 1 yard away from Flying High's part of the field. They plow it up the middle, but E-Man does not do anything. Looked more like Prince Adam there. Now it's a called play. E-Man is that Skeletor? Yeah, Skeletor will be destroyed. Oh! And we just said Skeletor. I was like, shouldn't he be black? But anyway, Lord Skeletor taken down. Purple's pretty close to black. So in comes King Randor, who was pretty fucking jacked, I must say. But let's see what kind of play he can do. They're going to plunge it up. No faith in Randor whatsoever. And so now it'll be 4th and 20. So 2 massive injuries. Both QB1s go down. Mike usually pays King Randor pretty well. So let's see if there's a big difference. Diesel immediately met. Does hold on to the ball, despite multiple attempts to rip it. So now it's a double back set. They're going to plunge up the middle. Flying High. The Godfather just falls down. All right, they had a man wide open here. This time they cover him. They've got a chance, but don't wait too long. And it's a slow throw, and it's a pick again. So the Godfather is just out, and then just tossed to the side like a small child. And so EAS takes over at the 10. They do cover the deep man, and there's an INT. This has just been an exchange of turnovers, beginning to look like the Vikings-Bears game. What is going on? Godfather gets nothing on the QB draw. Now they're going to do the sweep. He's got some green to run. Is going to pick up the first. One of the rare first downs for Flying High. They only have 1:12, so time is a factor. Particularly if they're trying to get that TD strike. There, the line holds for the first time and finally gets his completion. I think that's Godfather's first completion to OG Crush, who picks up some nice yak. Just for the first time, gives the Godfather and Flying High the ball on just on the inside of EAS. That's a terrible play call given the time. They lose 1 and burn 10 seconds. Now they're going to sweep. We haven't seen this play yet. And, it looked like he's at the 20, 15, 10, and will be caught. So a great defensive effort there. Can they get the play off? And they do with 1 second, no timeouts. They trot out the field. A lot of pressure. They wait too long. They sneak it in, and it should be good. So all that, at least they come away with 3. So close to getting that TD. Flying High really struggled on offense, but we know they're a good team. And so you got to figure things are going to click. Pick this fucking chicken out of my teeth. Actually, that's an orange peel. And a deep, deep kick from Maple. Maple syrup. What's better than that when you're high? And then destroyed at the 4. So is the tide turning here? And then it's going to be a called play. Oh, so 2 huge plays in a row. Snowmaster gets the safety. Tila then forced to kick. Diesel already at the 30, although he's met very quickly. Shitty return. So let's see what the Godfather can do. They better stick to the runs. And Godfather fast enough to squeak out for 12 with that extra green to work with. Will they try the same play? It's going to be called. He's going to toss it. Sometimes this is complete. Sometimes picked, but that one turned out to be good for 11 yards. That's now 2 completions in a row from the Godfather. This time he's going to try to plow up. That's the best that play has worked for 4. He's got a chance. Oh, but he saw 2 men coming in and just took that knee. Did the Tom Brady immediate fall down. There's the L roll, but a lot of pressure. Does get a block, though. Fires it. God, my QB was doing the exact same pass to wide open and throwing it to the fucking DB in that position. I don't know what the glitch is there. Bobby, obviously, that's pretty obvious rigging if I've ever seen it. So Cocaine fires it this time way too deep. Here's that slow-ass guy in the L roll. He will have his RB2. Oh, Randor just says, fuck it, I'm not coughing anything up. I can't get hurt. And so he just plows forward for a nice 12. Uh-oh, they've left Trapjaw wide open. He gets through the defender, and it's right in the breadbasket for Trapjaw, who gets it to the 25. Huge play and pickup. Man, when that play works, it works so pretty. The line's holding much better now. We've obviously had some switch of conditions. He tries to fire it to Stinkor. It's that shitty throw that turns into a pick again. Now it happens to Mike. Pressure. Oh, that was almost a diving INT, which would have been an amazing play to get the ball back. Here comes the swing. He's got a fast pursuer, but he dives too early. Still fighting and does pick up 14. Now we're going no back. Deep guys covered and ram man right up the middle. Aptly named. Ram it in man. Then they try the plunge. He does at least pick up a little something trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but a big 3rd and 11. And they try the plunge. Gets a few extra yards, but nothing doing there. Shitty play call on 3rd and 11. They will punt. And they will not punt. We had been flirting with a blocked punt all game. And on about the 5th or 6th try, they find it. Then they leave Trapjaw wide open. And he sits down in the perfect spot. Doesn't get near the back of the end zone. He waits, Trapjaw locks it in, and given Flying High's woes on offense, you gotta think, although this is an important extra point, but it's drilled. So now it's a 3-score game. And that is big, big trouble for Flying High. Backup QB, slow-ass kick returner, 80 yards to go. Yes, continue to line plunge. That'll work great. They need to get lucky with an uncovered guy. God, Ram Man's in there, and all of a sudden it looks like that D-line's taken over again. They had a little bit of time off in the third quarter, and that's about it. Then a called play. The called plays are returning. So there's your punt. And unless this is a fumble, scoop, and score, EAS is starting to look pretty. So 3 seconds left. Last play of the third quarter. They're in the gun. Going to dump it off. No, they're going to pass. And lucky that one wasn't picked. Not a great throw. 2nd and 10. Let's see if they keep trying to push on the pressure, if they kind of settle into maintenance mode. He-Man's going to plunge it up. Picks up 7 on a nice job of the plunge. Here comes some motion. They're going reverse. We haven't seen this play. Oh, and Stinkor, not super fast. Unable to do much there. So they do punt. They had to have a stop there. Oh, really needed that block. They get the kick off. Lynn fires it too deep. Diesel take it over at the 20. But basically everything has got to go perfect for Flying High for them to have a chance. And continually calling this play is not the recipe of perfect. Now they sweep it, but there's a lot of good defenders. Doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 13. Does have a couple of guys and throws a terrible throw. So this is it. Everything rides here. He avoids the diver. Going to take it himself, but takes a terrible angle. You got to hit the outside there. And now EAS takes over. Already in field goal position, just to rub it in a little bit. And he's going to find Stinkor. Stinkor must be hurt because he's slow as shit. Then they plunge it up the middle, but He-Man is too slow for that one to work. Flying High now just playing for a little bit of pride in the point differential. Again, He-Man met quickly. Doesn't go down easy. Wants to burn some of that extra clock. 3rd and 6. Called play now. So red zone struggles for EAS. Outtrots the field goal unit. Will be good. And it is sad. You look around the stands, and a lot of people are token up and crying at the same time. 1 or 2 people seem to be shooting themselves into oblivion as they sink into the dark depths of despair. And they really love this QB plunge. Down by 18. Probably not the play I would call 6 times in a row. Make it 7. Needs the jump, gets the jump. To at least stem some of the horrible embarrassment of just turning the ball over right again. Now let's go for that QB plunge. Line, they finally get it off. It's a diving catch. Can he get up? Oh, he is tackled. Nice open field tackle there. Thought he was going to escape. Line holds. He's got a little dump off. And he forces it in. Finally a TD. So too little, too late. But they do at least do something. OG Godfather. Doinks that in. The onside. Randor comes down with it. Reverse again. Now they're going to plunge up the middle with He-Man. Now the pitch to He-Man from the gun. 2 plays left. Tackled. 4th and 3. They decide to go for it. So fuck that. We ain't punting. They're going to shotgun it. He-Man's going to get the first. So the last play of the game. 1 second left. Let's see a little pro-T waggle here. They do it. They do the call, but they have covered the deep man, surprisingly. And it's just an incomplete pass. So there was some stumbling and bumbling there. God, Skeletor 80%, but remember, he went down. Godfather came in for fucking De Niro or whatever. So there it is. I don't know what to tell you. Lots of turnovers, relatively weird performance. Flying high, falls down, and EAS rises up.